Right, this is part two. So I'll babble on for a good. I can even babble on for another 30 minutes is more than enough. 30 minutes is more than enough time for me to babble on about what about the topic. So I'll babble on for another 30 minutes. I'm not gonna no. I'll babble on for another because you guys love it when I babble on, right? I'll babble on for another 30 minutes, and then on part three, I will start talking about the topics from the sharks. I'll talk about Amazon, and I'll talk about the Hollywood acts. 30 minutes is more than, I don't know, 30, 35 minutes is more than enough time for me to babble. Because there's a good chance I might have like 20 minutes on my part four. So I can start to babble on about Amazon on my next part. So this is part two. Yes, me and my wife are going to have to do all those documents, man. When what? So first thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly. Once I pay this fee, and I come back from death, my wife can see me finally. No more crying. I will say my final 4 days goodbyes to Elmer, obviously. So I'll go to Dinty's. I've never been to Dinty's before. I'll go to the restaurant in the marina. You know what I'm saying? Go to Elmer Bar, have a beer there. You know what I'm saying? Say my final goodbyes. And once I get that first fat check, I'm gonna stay at a hotel for 10 days in Elmer. I'm gonna tell Vijay I don't want you coming to visit me in Elmer. Say I want to save the surprise, obviously. But there's a good chance she'll have like no money, man. There's a high chance. I don't know. VJ will either have no money or she might have a couple $100,000 left in her bank or something. I don't know, 50 grand, 100, 200 grand left in her bank or something like that. Either that or she'll be broke, man. She'll be like completely broke. I guarantee VJ will be broke when I meet her. I guarantee VJ will have like no money, man. And she might not even afford to come and see me, obviously. It's V, but because I made a lot of money, because she's free now, all the money that she made in Hollywood, she no longer has access to that. So her porn business, they're no longer going to pay her that money anymore, obviously. As well as the royalties she's getting from Victoria's and Eye Candy, she no longer has access to that because she's free. She's not a part of the Hollywood system anymore. Because I made billions from me and her, she's now able to share the account with me, obviously. I'm gonna see VJ. The first thing she's gonna do when I meet her, Ivan, are you gonna share that? Because she's a fucking Hollywood chick, obviously. She's a fucking Hollywood chick. Obviously, right. So after I stay at that hotel for 10 days, I'll fly privately to Los Angeles. I'll book my flight. I'll fly privately to Los Angeles because VJ is connected to me. She'll know what when I ride to Los Angeles. She'll know obviously because she's connected. She's fucking my spirit. She's connected to me. So when I ride to Los Angeles, she'll know where I am. Obviously, she'll know where I am. She'll know. And then I don't know, when I get out of the plane, I see her all ready to go with her luggage, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be so weird seeing her, man. Seeing her. And I get out of the plane, you know what I'm saying? There's a good chance when I get that check, I might do a little bit of clothes shopping. I'll buy like a little bit. I'll buy like maybe two pair of shoes and a couple pair of clothes because you know what I'm saying because I'm gonna get rid of all my shitty clothes that I have and donate to the thrift store. And there's a good chance when I get that first check, I'm gonna get a couple clothes for myself, obviously. Because when I see Vija, I wanna dress nice, obviously, right? And when I see her for the first time, it's gonna be very very weird because I've never been in a relationship before. Once I see her, I'll no longer be this square guy because I just had sex with like 1,000 women. And so I no longer be this square guy, obviously. But it's gonna be weird because even then I've never been in a relationship before. And I finally see her face after 30 years. That's how you know I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm piecing the fuck out of this, man. I finally see her 3 decades after I'm born, after death and the mess. And you think I'm gonna let you do like that and have me make videos for it. I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. And that's why you better fucking enjoy the series while you still can. Because the countdown's fucking ticking. Once I make that final announcement, that is it for Avon America, man. And once I meet her in Los Angeles, you guys love when I talk about this. Once I meet her in Los Angeles, I will stay at a hotel in Los Angeles for a day. We have to stay at a hotel because there's a good chance when I meet her, it'll be like, I don't know. When I meet her, it'll be a good probably 5 o'clock in the evening around there. Because Los Angeles is a good like 6-7 hour flight from Ottawa. So if I meet her, if I leave at 12, I don't know, 12 o'clock, by the time I see her, it'll be like what? It'll be like 6 in the evening. So what I'll do is when I meet her in Los Angeles, we'll stay at I'll say VJ, where do you know any good suites here in Los Angeles? Top notch hotel in Los Angeles. Me and my wife can stay at a top high end suite because I got my fat check. My first check will be, I don't know what, like 7.5. My first check will be, I don't know, 7.58 billion dollars. It's like an easy afford it. Hey VJ, I meet her. We stay at a top high end suite in Los Angeles. Obviously for a day. I'm not gonna stay there for like a week. No, we stay there for one day, and after that, we're getting out of America. And the next day, we're gonna fly privately to Vancouver. Obviously, so I'm gonna book the flight. I'm gonna book. I don't know. We can stay there for a day or two, whatever it is. A day or two, whatever it is. A day or two. And then the next day we fly to Vancouver because I want to live in Vancouver. I don't want to live in the States. I can easily move to Los Angeles. I can easily move to New York. I told you, but I don't want to live in America as America's too fucking crowded, obviously. The only good thing about me living in America is that I can pay the actors in America and they would make more money, obviously. But even with me paying them Canadian, I'm still easily competing with Hollywood. As even with the race, the actors are still getting a shitload of money, obviously. I told you I don't want my company to be American. I want it to be a Canadian company, obviously, as I don't want to live in the States because Canada's better than the States, obviously. So me and my wife will stay at a hotel, and we stay at a hotel. And the first, and by the way, and there's a good chance once we stay at that hotel, me and my wife can go out to a nice restaurant in Los Angeles. We can go out to a nice bar. We can go to a nice. We can chill. We can chill in Los Angeles if we want to, and that will be trying online. Good chance when I meet her in Los Angeles, she'll have her luggage because VJ is gonna donate all her clothes off. So she'll have her luggage of a few clothes and all her stuff. She'll be like broke. Obviously, the first thing she's gonna be like, Ivan, are you gonna share that? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna share with you. Don't worry. When we go to Vancouver, we're gonna register for what? We're gonna do all the. I'll hire someone to do all the documents, and we're gonna register for our bank cards, obviously, for our Visa and our debit card. And for the Visa, for my Visa, I'm only gonna put like $20 million in my Visa, man. That's more than enough. I'm not gonna put like $100 million in my Visa, no, because I'm barely gonna use the Visa. $20 million is more than enough for the Visa. Obviously, it's good to have a Visa because it's good to build your credit. Obviously, so sometimes when I go to restaurants and stuff, I'll pay with my Visa, and later on that very day I can pay it off. I can pay it off. That way I build credit. It's good to build credit, obviously, because I'm a billionaire. I don't have to worry about credit because I can easily afford to get anything I want. Because me and my wife will have an unlimited budget. Obviously, we'll be so fucking rich. Obviously. So once I meet VJ in Los Angeles. Again, you're looking at, I don't know, you guys see the future, you already know. There's a good chance sometime next year in, I don't know, August, September, I'll be seeing VJ, man. And you're still taking it for granted, man. Sometime next year, I don't know, September, August, I should be seeing my wife, man. Because this fee will only take a good year to pay. And sometime next year, I'll be seeing VJ, obviously. And when VJ sees me for the first time, she's going to cry her eyes out because she's now free. She's not a dirty slave in Hollywood. She's not a part of the Hollywood system. She's not owned by anyone else. She's free. I saved her fucking ass. I saved her from the Hollywood system. Same time, she's free, obviously. The same time, she's the only one in the world who gets to see me, who gets to see the light. She's my wife, obviously. She's a lucky one. Same time, I saved her ass physically, and she's gonna get to experience what? The international fame and buzz with Ivan. And VJ's the only one who knows what it's like to be what? To be saved forever, man. I saved her spiritually, I also saved her physically. As VJ is now queen with Ivan, she's gonna experience the crazy buzz with Ivan's book sales, all that stuff. VJ will not be left behind, she'll be saved, obviously. Since I saved her ass, obviously. And once I meet her in Los Angeles, what first thing we'll do, we'll settle in a nice suite in Los Angeles. Stay at a top-notch suite in Los Angeles, obviously. Enjoy the suite. There's a good chance during that very night, me and my wife will go out. We can go out to a nice bar restaurant, chill, hang out in Los Angeles. Hey, VJ, if you want to hang in Los Angeles, you're more than welcome to hang out in Los Angeles. And there's a good chance when I first see her, people are gonna take pictures, and that's gonna be trending online, man. You're gonna see trends. You're gonna see trends trending online, obviously. And then the next day we fly to Vancouver, obviously. I'll fly private. I'm not gonna fly commercial. I can easily afford to rent a private to charter a plane and fly privately. I'm not going to fly commercial to Vancouver, no. I'm going to book a private flight. We're going to fly privately to what? Easily affordable. We're going to fly privately to what? To Vancouver, and that's when we'll start making what? Making all the plans, obviously. So first thing we're going to do when we arrive, I thought it would be cool to talk with my wife. First thing we're going to do when we arrive to Vancouver is the first thing we have to do is do all the documents, obviously. I'll hire someone to do all the documents, get that over with. And once that's over with, we're going to have to make plans. We can buy our jet. Okay, VJ, I want to buy a jet. I want to buy a nice top high end jet. We go jet shopping. We buy a nice 70 mile jet, easy affordable. I want to buy a yacht. We can buy a nice $35 million yacht, 35 million yacht, a nice top notch yacht. That picture that I'm thinking of, you guys already know what I'm talking about. I want a yacht like that. That one picture I showed you in my phase six announcement. I want a yacht like that, high end yacht like that. New York gonna want a top high end yacht like that. So we make plans for the yacht, the jet, obviously, and I'm gonna tell VJ, look, VJ, we can easily buy if you we can easily buy a mansion. I don't know, $40 million mansion in Vancouver if we want to. We can easily buy a nice $50 million existing condo in Vancouver if we want to. But I personally want to build my own condo from scratch, and I'm pretty sure VJ will be. Yeah, Ivan, I want that rooftop condo so bad. As a rooftop condo was unheard of, and it's cool to build your condo from scratch because you can have it built the way you want it, man. Whereas if you buy an existing condo, it may not be everything not be the way you want it. I prefer to have a brand new condo built from scratch, and I want it built on top of the roof. I'm gonna hire a real estate agent. I'm gonna tell you, hey, look, no one has ever done this before. This is very, very rare. I want to build my rooftop condo on top of the roof in Vancouver. I want to build my rooftop condo on top of the roof, on top of roof in Vancouver. Can you find me a roof where I can build my condo on top of the roof? Tell the owner of the building I'm willing to pay him a nice $5-6 million to build the condo on top of the roof, which is a nice fucking paycheck, obviously. Hence, the owners will gladly won't mind at all because I'm paying them a nice check. Getting a nice $6 million check for building on for do because renovations will be going on within the building, obviously. Hence why you have to pay the owners a fee, obviously. I'll tell the real estate agent. Look, man. I'm counting on you. I need you. I need you. What? I need you to find me a building downtown. It doesn't have to be downtown. If it's another building, if it's outside downtown, I don't mind. But I want my calls to be built downtown. I want you to find me a building downtown where I can build where I can build my condo on top of the roof. And then once I find the building and I pay the fee, obviously we shake hands until we pay the fee. Me and my wife are gonna have to hire an architect company, and we're gonna have to plan out our design, obviously, of the condo. Okay, we want the garage, we want a super advanced garage. You know what I'm saying? The only way we can enter our condo is through the garage. A nice design. You have this nice high end design, obviously. I showed you ideas of what design I want for my garage, obviously. I want that picture I showed you in my clarification video. I'm thinking of a garage like that. And you have escalators that leads to the elevator, and the elevator takes you up to the condo. And you have this automatic door. You have something high tech. Private automatic seater, luxury living room, luxury terrace, nice kitchen. I don't want to put that much money towards the kitchen, but a nice kitchen, obviously. Nice kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Private IMAX theater, luxury room that leads to the pool, and luxury jacuzzi. Our room upstairs, where we might be sleeping. We also have our gym, and that's it, man. That's it. So even though our condo is not the biggest condo, it's top quality. It's luxury. It's luxury quality, obviously. It's luxury. It's a luxury condo. As I'm putting 100, I'm putting I don't know after the fee and the construction company, I'm putting a good like 90 million towards the condo. There's a good chance I might even put 120, a bit more though. I might put a good like 110, 115, 120 million towards the condo. That way it's more for the automatic doors, all that stuff. My point is, I'm gonna go around that $100 million range. I'm gonna tell VG, I don't let us not waste money. I don't want to put like 200 million, 150 million towards a car. You're just wasting money. 100 million, 115, 120 million dollar range is more than enough towards a condo. That's high tech enough, obviously. And remember Tony Stark in what in Iron Man? Well, think something like that. You know, remember how he had a top high end like $100 million house? Well, think of a condo like that, man. You're looking at it. Me and my wife's condo will be like a penthouse. Because a penthouse is like a big condo. So our condo will be kind of like a penthouse. A mini penthouse, whatever it is. Penthouses are like pretty much big condos, obviously, right? It'll be pretty much like a penthouse, pretty much. Because you also have the pool room and the jacuzzi room, and you have the gym, and also that takes up space, obviously. And you also have the private IMAX room, hence that all takes up space, obviously. And so it'll be a pretty big condo. But you're looking at something high tech for my condo, man. And all those Hollywood actors chosen will be partying it up at my condo. And that's why my wife is so proud, is because of me, we get to live this amazing life, obviously. And when VJ, once I paid this fee, all the people in Los Angeles VJ's so-called friends or so-called family or step family, right? They're all gonna cry, and they're all gonna because they know VJ's running away with Ivan. After what we both went through in our life, VJ's running away with me, man. VJ's stepsister's gonna cry, her stepmother's gonna cry, her stepfather's gonna cry. Just like my step parents and stepbrothers are all gonna cry. And people in Elmer are gonna cry after I come from death, knowing what I went through. All of VJ's so-called friends and their step family, they're all gonna cry. Because they know what VJ's running with Ivan, and they know VJ's about to become queen. She's gonna be queen with Ivan, living forever in this world. She's gonna start that sky's coming. She's gonna be living a life. And they also know they're gonna be left behind. That's why they're gonna cry. They know, oh my god, VJ's after VJ pays his fee, after Ivan pays his fee, you know what I'm saying, and VJ's away, and Ivan awaits that check. All her so-called friends. I'm not kidding around. All VJ's so-called friends, her step family, they're all gonna cry, man. They're all gonna really feel like shit because they know they're gonna be left behind. Because they know, yeah, VJ is about to become queen. She's gonna be living the life with Ivan, and her and Ivan are gonna be trending. The whole world's they're gonna be trending, and it's a shitty feeling to feel left out, man. They know they're gonna be left out, obviously. Hence why they're gonna what? They're gonna cry, man, and they're really gonna feel like shit, obviously. They're really gonna feel like shit, obviously. But VJ's running away with me. After I pay his fee, she's running away with me. She's gonna find out how rich her stepfamily is, and she's gonna figure out the puzzle pieces of the mask, all that stuff. It was all set up, obviously. And at the same time, she knows what I went through: me suffering death, having sex with my stepmother, me having sex with all these hundreds of women. You know what I'm saying? VJ is running away with what? She's running away with Ivan after I pay this fee. When I mean running away, she's running the fuck away, man. She's running away with me after I pay this fee, man. She's running away with me, man. Obviously. And it's everyone in Los Angeles is gonna feel like shit. Obviously, all the Hollywood celebrities are gonna feel like shit. They know VJ's about to become queen, and all the people in my life are gonna feel like shit. Everyone in Elmer are all gonna feel like shit. They're all gonna cry. A lot of people are gonna cry because they know what this innocent man went through just to make money in this world and to be in a relationship. Because you guys are fucking crazy psychopaths, obviously. And they also know I'm about to become king, and they know they're gonna be left behind, obviously. Yeah, we know once Ivan gets that money and he experiences success of his book sales, you're looking at trends trending every day. We're all gonna be left out. It's a shitty feeling, man. Hence why what? A lot of people are gonna feel like shit and they're all gonna cry, man. Because they know what? The time has come. Ivan is now king. VJ's queen. And what? Queen with him, and the whole world's left behind, man. They know me and her are gonna be movie stars. We're gonna start that Sky Scissor Entertainment Company. And we're gonna be what? That's why I'm gonna keep saying this. When I first see VJ in Los Angeles, it's gonna be very weird because I haven't seen her in 30 years. At the same time, when she sees me, you're gonna see the tears in her eyes. She's gonna cry. I'm gonna fucking cry because I know what hell I went through just to fucking see her, man. The mess. You not only have that horrific mess. Obviously, I suffered death, obviously, and I had sex with my stepmother just to see my wife. I know what hell and horror I went through just to be in this fucking relationship. And at the same time, I finally see her face after 30 years. She finally sees my face after 30 years since birth. That's why I'm not going to let you do it like that. Once I pay this fee, I am piecing the fuck out, and you're never going to hear from me ever again, man. You guys are going to be left behind. Hence why, that's how you know I'm not letting you do it like that, man. I finally see her after 30 years since birth, because you guys are crazy. You can see her now after 33 fucking decades. You guys are crazy psychopaths. You know what I'm saying? You think for 1 second I'm gonna let you do and then how you make videos on my Salvage channel, you're fucking crazy. I'm not making any videos for you. After death, after suffering death and the horror mess, I finally know what it's like to be in a regular relationship. You guys are fucking crazy psychopaths, man. You're nothing but a mess of mean white bait, man. And you think I'm gonna let you, you're not gonna take your time and make videos to talk with the public eye and keep my channel Savage with 6 subscribers. You think I'm gonna take my time to make videos for you and you act like you don't even watch my videos. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm gonna let you do like that? You're fucking crazy. I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. Once I pay this fee, I am piecing the fuck out of my wife. As once I'm king, I'm gonna totally forget about this stupid Sabotage channel. That's what you guys need to understand. Once I'm king, I'm gonna totally forget about this stupid Sabotage channel, obviously. That pretty much what sums it up for me, my personal life, obviously. So once we're in Vancouver, we will what? We'll make plans. We'll make plans. Once the documents are settled and we register for our cards, you know what I'm saying, Canadian license, all that stuff, all the documents are all good now. Me and my wife we made plans for our personal stuff, like I mentioned earlier, obviously. And once we made plans for the rooftop condo, me and my wife will be staying in a luxury hotel in Vancouver. We can easily afford it. Stay there for 2 months. I'll give George Lucas a call and I will have him help me start. Now we plan the business stuff. It'll be helping me and my wife plan Sky Source Entertainment, like building finding an office. We're gonna have to find land most likely to build a building for me and my wife in the 17 top high end office. I'm putting a good 5-6 million towards that office. And I'm putting another 10 million towards the building for the special effects team where they're gonna work. And George Lucas will tell me how many departments. You're probably looking at a good like 30 team around there. 25, 30 team is more than enough for the special effects department. And that's where they're all going to work. Obviously, right? And we're also going to have to trademark our Sky Source company, hire good lawyers, trademark the Sky Source company, easy afforded, obviously. And we're also going to what? We can hire a logo designer to design our logo, right? And within those 2 months, we can hire a logo designer to design our logo too, if we want to. I'm thinking something like Paramount. You can hire a logo designer from Hollywood, pay him a nice, I don't know, pay him a nice 100. To design the logo, you can pay him a nice 150,000, which is a nice check. Pay him a nice $150,000 to design the logo, which is nice, obviously. You pay him a nice $150,000 check, he designs your logo for you, obviously. Because we work for billionaires, $150,000 is pocket change. I can easily pay the guy a nice $150,000 and have him design the logo. Me and my wife are also gonna have to hire someone to write out our plan, our Last Over Zena's project plan for the 4 years. You need to do that. That way you're organized. And when you hire a 7 team, you can do board meetings. You tell the 7 team what's gonna happen during the 4 years. That way you're planned out. Obviously, I want to do that for all my movies. I'll hire someone to write out the plan. Me and my wife will tell him the plan. Obviously, we usually be like, "Yeah, Ivan, I saw your videos. You know what I'm saying? I know you have your 4 year plan. I saw your videos. I'm saying." Hire someone to write it. I'll hire someone to write it on a laptop. Pay him a nice $5,000, which is nice. Pay him a nice $5,000 to write, which is a nice paycheck. Pay him a nice $5,000. Have him write out your plan for you. You're looking at pages of plans because I don't feel like writing it all down. I'm too fucking lazy. Hire someone to just write it down. A guy who's a fast writer, he or she, whatever it is. They write out your plan. Pay him a nice $5,000, and he writes out your plan, and you print it out. And that way, when you hire your 7 team, you do your board meetings. Everyone knows what needs to be accomplished for the 4 years, obviously. Hence why my wife's so self-made because I have everything planned out. I have everything planned out for my Last Over Zena's project. What takes place the first year, the second year, the third year, and the 4th year, as well as the 5th year. 5th year is post-production. Obviously, I have everything planned out. Obviously, I want my movie to be filmed after 9 months. Filming ends, as 9 months is more than enough time to film 3 volumes. So Zayas will be a 9 month production, obviously 9 month production, and after the 9 months filming ends, I'm not gonna come back to Switzerland and do reshoots. I'm not a fan of reshoots. After the 9 months filming ends, I'm not gonna have the actors come to Switzerland and do reshoots like they did for Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, supposedly they did some reshoots, which I'm not a fan of. I'm not gonna do any reshoots. After the 9 months, the actors are tired. They got their check. You know what I'm saying? You cross your fingers that you made a good movie, which I will. Days will be an amazing movie. And after the 9 months, that ends production. As I'm not coming back to Switch to do any reshoots. Hence why. But here's the thing though: as long as you plan out your script, plan out your story, you take your directing notes, you should get a good movie. And hence why you should get a movie. And hence what? Me and my wife and the actors and all of them won't have to do any reshoots. Because I know I'm gonna plan out carefully my Last Over Zena's project, as I don't want to come back to Switzerland and do any reshoots. No, man. After the 9 months, I am done filming. Post production will take place, and that is it, man. I'm not coming back to Switzerland to do any filming. Obviously, right? So after George Lucas helps me and my wife plan Sky Source. He gets his $30,000 bonus, which is nice, obviously. I'll have him stay at a hotel. I'm not going to have him stay at a luxury hotel. No. It's going to cost me more money. I'll have him stay at a nice hotel. The $30,000 covers his feeding for the 2 months, pretty much, obviously. Once that's taken care of, and we plan Sky Source, we bought our land, the building's getting built, the office buildings are getting built, obviously. The rooftop con is getting built. Me and my wife can now plan our vacation, our 1 year vacation. We plan on 1 year vacation. We plan on 1 year vacation, and I want to visit Japan, Dubai, and Switzerland for the first three countries. And VJ obviously has her own bucket list too. Obviously, we can visit a good 6 to 8 countries in a year, which is enough. Stay at each country for a good 3 weeks to a month. 3 weeks is 3.5 weeks. And after 3.5 weeks, we fly back to Vancouver, and we see we see the progress update of the office getting built, as well as the 100 million route condo, obviously. So I want to do a thing when we go to a country for 3 weeks, we come back to Vancouver, we see the updated progress of the what of the condo getting built, the 100 million with the condo built, as well as the office buildings getting built too. As that's it's gonna take a good, like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months to build the office buildings too. Obviously, it's all gonna get built, and so me and my wife are gonna have to come to Vancouver to see the progress of all that. Obviously, and then once we take our year off and the Ruta condo's built, me and my wife can settle in our condo for the remaining, I don't know, month and a half, whatever it is. We hired our 7 team. And then our dog team, as well as our graphic design, photographers, and web designer, and now we're going to be hard at work in the office. For the first couple of days, we'll do board meetings, and then we're going to start the process of the Last Hope for Zaynus movie. You're looking at the best story ever told for that. And I told you, there's a high chance I'm going to hire Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson as one of the directors who will be directing that movie, obviously. And if I do choose to hire them, they'll be competing for the job. I'm willing to pay them a nice $40 million, obviously. There's a high chance for the organization will be guys like Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Samuel Jackson, Ben Affleck. Those guys will be chosen for that movie, obviously. I already have 2 actors chosen, obviously, for the organization movie. But the other guys I mentioned, like Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Samuel Jackson, you know what I'm saying, Ben Affleck, there's a good chance I'm going to hire those guys. Ben Affleck, if he's hired, I'll pay him a nice $34 million, which is nice. Keanu Reeves, I'm willing to pay him a nice $40 million. Scarlett Johansson, I'm willing to pay her a nice $38 million, which is nice, obviously. And Ben Affleck and Samuel Jackson, I'm willing to pay him a nice $38 million if they're chosen, obviously. And KJ Apa is chosen for their unique, so he's a lucky one. I'll pay him a nice $3 million. It depends. If by their unique KJ Apa is an A-list actor by then, who knows? Maybe KJ Apa might be an A-list actor by the time I make their unique. If he rises as an A-list actor or becomes an A-list actor by then, I don't know if he will be. I'll obviously pay him more money, obviously. But if he's still doing television by the time I do their unique and he's a biggest actor, he's worth a nice $3 million for your movie, obviously. And he'll be playing the role of my best friend Jake. Looking at an amazing movie for that. And for the Hidden Vampire movie, there's a high chance, 75-80% chance I'm going to choose Will Smith. He'll be one of the captains on the boat for that movie. I'll pay him a nice $40 million for the role. There's a good chance, I'm thinking Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is good for that movie too. I can have Mark Wahlberg be the other captain on the boat, or I can have him be one of the couples on the boat. One of the newlywed couples, obviously. So Mark Wahlberg will be in his, I don't know, by then he'll be in his 60s. He'll be like in his early 60s by then. Still pretty strong by then. I'll have him be a newlywed older couple. He can be a newlywed older couple. Or I can have him be the other captain on the boat. And have Will Smith be the one captain and Mark Wahlberg be the other captain on the boat, obviously. You're looking at an amazing movie for that. And Leonardo DiCaprio, there's an 80% chance I'm going to choose him for the Western Gangster movie, which is like 24, 25 years from now. Long time from now. Hidden Vampire movie is like 17, 18 years from now. Long time. You know what I'm saying? The Western Gangster movie is like 24, 25 years from now. Their unique is like 14 years from now. Long time. Whereas Zaynus is in a couple years from now, and what? And the what? And the Organization movie is like 10 years from now. A long time. Organization movie will probably be released in like 2032, around there. You're looking at like 11 years from now. So it's a long time from now. Whereas Zaynus isn't too far away. Zaynus is what? It's only a couple years from now. Because in 2024, once me and wife sell in Vancouver, we made plans to start in Skysource, we put out the ads for our 7 team and all them. Web designer, graphic designer, and I'm saying photographers and all them. We hired George Lucas to help us start Skysource. Even in 2024 around there, me and wife should be hard at work in the office. And you guys are taking me for granted. 2024, around there, me and my wife should be hard at work in the office. In the office, and you guys are still taking me for granted. Let's show my account here.